Oh, I took an afternoon nap and I'm more tired than I was when I fell asleep. Welcome to my video. Also, do you like my new jumper? Hey guys, it's Jamie and this week's video is all about my experience of getting And this week's video is all about my experience of getting an industrial/scaffold piercing, aka the most painful piercing I've ever gotten. It was the most painful to get and the most painful to heal. So although I only have 2 piercings in at the moment, that's the scaffold here and the conch in here tucked away. Don't know if you can see them, but there's my ear for you, if you could see my ear anyway. But I have had 10, I think at least 10 various different piercings. I had a count earlier, I think it's 10, it might not be 10. But I did make a more general video about that a while back and talking about my tattoos and stuff, so if you're interested you can go check that out. But I thought my scaffold piercing deserved a video of its own due to its pain, but also how much I like it. So I was 14, I think I was coming up to 15, and the only piercing I'd had before was my lobes done, so I kind of consider this like my first piercing, if that's right, I don't know. And I'd been wanting a helix piercing, so just this bit down here by itself. But I was like, oh, I think quite a lot of people have them, and me being me back when I was 14, I was like, I want to be different. So I looked into kind of slightly more unusual piercings to get, and I saw all these different ones that were quite cool. But then I saw the scaffold and I was like, oh, that's the one I want. I knew instantly that like that was the one I wanted. And I was like, I just need to convince my parents now, because I needed their permission because I wasn't 16. So came, I don't know, quite a while of trying to convince my parents to let me get it done, and eventually I wore them down. I went along to the piercing place with my mum one day. I was incredibly excited, clearly had no idea what I was getting myself into, but we got there, I sat in the chair, my mum signed the bit of paper and everything, and the guy started prepping my ear. He cleaned it up and he marked like the spots where he was going to pierce to make sure it was all lined up and everything, and then he was like, you ready? I'm gonna go now. And he clamped it and it was like 3, 2, 1. First one was done. It felt kind of sore, like just a little bit, like, you know, like a little kind of sharp scratch type thing, but nothing too bad. And I was like, oh, that was alright, that's okay. And then he kind of prepped up to do the second one, and he used the same needle for both, and again, you know, 3, 2, 1. But this one was followed by an ouch, because the second one hurt quite a lot more than the first one, which is what makes it the most painful piercing, because it's like a double whammy with the second one being worse. And I'm not sure why, but I've kind of read up since, and I think it was something to do with him using the same needle, but I don't know. Oh, my voice went weird. Sorry. But it was done and I was very happy, and kind of afterwards it just felt really hot, and when he put the bar in and screwed the balls on and everything, it was okay, just a little bit niggly, and the bar was like more than the size of the balls now, kind of like extra long to allow for any swelling. And then came the aftercare and the healing process, which was okay but just very long and a little bit annoying at times. So I did the whole like aftercare and cleaning stuff. I think it took around 18 months to actually heal properly. I couldn't sleep on that ear for ages, and I mean months. It was quite irritating. It was a long time before I could wear like overhead earphone type things, and it just kept getting caught in stuff and like getting bashed and caught and hurt, and washing my hair was incredibly fun. I had much longer hair back then, but once it was all healed, it was a massive relief. I've had it for about 9 years now, and there's only kind of 2 real occasions where it will bother me, and that's when sometimes I'll hug my girlfriend and it will get caught in our hair, and it will get caught in her hair. Neither of us will realise, and then like you pull away and it's like both of us end up in pain basically. And there's been a couple times where it's taken a little bit of work to get it untangled, and then sometimes if I wear overhead earphones for too long, it can get a little bit achy and stuff, but I just kind of like readjust and make sure that the pressure's on like a different part of the bar and stuff, and it's okay. It's definitely my favourite piercing I've ever had, and it was worth the pain of getting it done, the pain and the annoyance of it healing and everything, and I don't think it's something I'll ever voluntarily take out. I've also had a few different bars in it over the years. I had started off with that mega long bar, and then I kind of just had a shorter but still plain bar. I've had like rainbow kind of tinted titanium bars. I don't know how to describe it. They're not kind of like full on colour, it's just kind of like the metal is that, I don't know. I don't know. It was rainbowy. I've had ones with like the Superman logo on and like all different strange ones. I've had ones with massive spikes. Not a good idea because they tend to like poke you in your own head. But definitely I think the black is my favourite and I've stuck with that one for quite a while. That's everything I have this week, and let me know if you like this kind of video from me or if it was really boring. I hope it wasn't really boring. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye!